Hello YouTube. Look at the wall. What do you see? Except sexy ass airsoft replicas. Let me show you. So today we're gonna be doing something that I find kinda interesting. I did something I should never do. I ignored what all the big airsoft communities do. Oh wait, I ignored what all the big airsoft YouTubers do. Just ignore the community and only do what they want to make money. I didn't do that. I followed my heart and I asked my community. I said, hello community, what is the best carbon barrels I can get for the MTW? They mentioned a bunch of brands, but a brand that kept getting mentioned was Bushmaster. And I had actually heard his name before, so I'm like, let me try write to him. I write to him because my community told me it's a good brand. I write to him and he said, write to me on WhatsApp, and he called me on FaceTime, like, what the fuck? I'm like, god damn, we talked to him for like an hour maybe, 40 minutes, I don't know. And this is just this genuinely nice guy that because I contacted him, he was like, oh yeah, I know your channel. And he's just telling me how he makes everything. And I'm like, what the fuck? A airsoft company that's actually involved with the community. Oh yeah, by the way, he's a player himself and plays a lot, and I've seen some of his videos. He's actually quite good at airsoft. But this guy FaceTimes me and he's like actually interested in working with me. Like, he's like, oh yeah, this is really cool, you know, like, okay, he didn't speak like that. He looks like a real man. He has a deeper voice. He's not really like squeaky boy like me. But what we agreed on was that he doesn't just make a barrel, an outer barrel. He makes an outer barrel. He makes a buffer tube. He makes a rail. He makes suppressor. Oh wait, different suppressors. He makes suppressors that can have tracers in it. Everything is in carbon. And I've always felt, because I'm a weak little fragile man, what can I do to upgrade my MTW even more? Wow. As you have it here. Carbon. Oh yeah, this is called a compensator. It is big. Have you seen the rail here? This is big. This weighs nothing. I'll show you later in the video what it weighs. Oh yeah, it has an outer barrel carbon also. Everything is carbon. You're like, oh, what does it weigh? Oh wait, this weighs fuck all now. But this guy, he said, what do you want for it? He already knew my channel, like, I want nothing. I want to help the airsoft community. I want to produce cool content that people actually give a fuck about. So here we are, a video today, me installing carbon stuff. Really fancy carbon stuff to a actually good price. He's not trying to rip you off like other brands are. You should go support him. I also have a link in the channel. I don't make money. I'm not one of those greedy, money hungry. You know, I can eat oatmeal and drink water every day if you guys get happy from good deals, yeah? That's all that matters to me. Anyways. You can use my link, you save like 5% of your order, so if you buy everything, you save a lot of money. Go check out his shit and follow his social medias, because he posts some really cool ghillie shit also. He's really good at this, actually. I cannot believe his company is not massive by now, but go support him. It's cool. What you see in front of you is the old school MTW everything. This is the upper receiver. We're not going to be changing that, but we're going to be changing the aero barrel. We're going to be changing the barrel nut, and we're going to be changing the rail. You're like, what are we going to be changing it to? Well, let me show you what's in this box. Well, as you can see, I have something here called Bushmaster. Bushmaster makes a ton of different stuff actually, and it's kind of interesting. Let's see, this is supposed to be 2 bags when you get it, and there's a bag here. The best part about what he sends is obviously the candy. But you guys don't care about this. Let's see what is in the bag. Well, there's a bunch of different things here. This is Bushmaster. As I told you in the beginning of the video, he was really excited and he actually wanted to do something for a while too. So, and he already knew the content, so thanks to you guys for actually always backing me. That's why I get to do such cool stuff. Well, let me show you guys what we're doing here. Let's start with a small thing. First we're gonna have an outer barrel. Then we're gonna have a big outer barrel. There's another outer barrel. There's a little bit of glue stuck down here. This is carbon fiber, as you guys can see. These weighs absolutely nothing. I will weigh them for you later so you can see. Then obviously we have a suppressor. You're like, but haven't you just done a suppressor? Yeah, I have. But Bushmaster makes his own suppressors. Oh, and wait. Huh. Can you guys see inside? He haven't told me about this, but it looks like there's a fart flap inside of the suppressor. That's interesting. I have never seen an internal fart flap before. Let's see. This is what he calls the compensator. You guys are about to see why it's called the compensator. We're gonna not ruin the big one. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous, man. What the fuck? This is you, and this is the guy she tells you not to worry about. What the fuck? Huh. Okay, well that is kind of cool though. That's kind of funny. Well, we have two suppressors, two outer barrels, and now the most important part, we have a rail. So I have the whole rail system, the big one on it. This is a full carbon fiber with a stabilizer and a long M-lock rail on top, which goes with the 10-inch barrel. I want to put this on my MTW, and I will show you guys today how to install it and how it's done. It's kind of easy. It's not very difficult actually. It's a easy process. He has videos on his channel that I will link below in this video here, where I show how everything is actually done. This is his patch. This is gonna go on the patch wall. Let's see, Bushmaster, nice. And what is this? A bunch of stickers. I guess I can plaster it on stuff. If you meet me in the field, come ask for one, I'll give you one. And then, Haribo. Nice, it's Danish I think, right? I don't know. Then we get here a bunch of extra stuff. O-rings to the outer barrel. This is spacers for the rail. This is M-lock for the rail if I want to install this. On top, yeah, this is for the top if you want to do it on top, or you can do it in front, I guess. Then you get, this is for the back on the side, for here, for the sides to tighten it in. And what else do we get? You get a new barrel nut from him. If you buy the whole thing, I guess. I don't know if it's the whole thing or not. He's already put tape on it, I see. In his video he shares that you need to put tape on it. So this is so it goes tight over. Okay, it already goes pretty tight. So that's good. Well, this screws is to tighten the rail to your barrel nuts. You can see there's a bunch of holes here. And that's how you're gonna tighten it. Well, let's get to installing all of this, and I will show you guys through the entire process. Okay, as you can see now, I've brought out the weight. This is kind of important for me. Let's do a fun little thought experiment here. This means that I want to measure what everything weighs. First, I want to do some things here. This is kind of fun. Let's see, this is a weight. This can go down to 2 grams as the lowest. Let's weight a iPhone charger. iPhone charger is 72 grams, okay. Let's weigh a Monster energy drink. 518 grams. This is 500 milliliters of the God's Nectar. Now let's weigh a outer barrel and a barrel nut from the MTW. 374 grams. That's a lot. That's pretty heavy. That's almost a Monster. What does a rail weigh? 256 grams. What does it weigh with a outer barrel? 632 grams. That's pretty heavy. Let's see. I wonder what does carbon weigh? Let's check this thing real quick. 22 grams. Okay. Let's check an outer barrel. The outer barrel here, what was it? 300 and what? 372? 52 grams. Let's see. Wait, what does an iPhone charger weigh? Oh, 74 grams. Oh, so this weighs less than an iPhone charger, okay. What does a rail weigh? This is the handguard, I guess you call it. Sorry, not rail, handguard. Plus the 3D printed rail on top. What does it weigh? 100 grams? Plus 54 grams plus this 178 grams. Wait, what did the rail weigh? Oh, 250. What does this weigh? 374. What does this weigh? Oh, so this here is legitimately 5 times more lightweight. Something like that. I'm not good at math, okay? So don't fucking butcher me for that shit. Stand still, motherfucker. Stand still. So this is 500 grams less. This, now it makes sense, weighs a Monster energy drink less. A Monster God's Nectar. This weighs a Monster energy less. This barrel weighs less than a fucking iPhone power brick. What does this weigh less than? This weighs less than, I don't know, this? Well, I just want you guys to understand. This is less than a power brick. All of this weighs less than all of this. You can add this, and this is almost the same weight as this, but it's still lighter, and I have half a kilo here. So, just so you guys understand, yes, carbon weight is really good. If you guys don't understand how doable this is, how much does that weigh? $80 grams. Let's see what I use. What I already use is the SIS one. 146 versus 86 grams. So this is 100 grams lighter. They kind of look the same actually. They look very much the same. Let's see the big one here. 166. Well, this is a humongous boy. This is the biggest diggers. Well, now we guys have compared. I guess size doesn't matter. What matters is the material. This is like, this is nothing. So yeah, let's get rid of this. Now we have the upper, and we need to get all of this attached. There's a very easy guide to follow that he has actually made, how to install all of this. Obviously I watched it, because if I was gonna go blind into this and ruin expensive stuff, that would be not so nice. What you will need is something to screw with and something to tighten with. You guys are like, there's no way you're gonna use this on this nice carbon. Yes. Do you have a barrel wrench? No. Okay, so we have spacers here. This is two different, there's some fin spacers and some fixed spacers. We have all the screws and these are to tighten. I will show you guys. Good, so let's try to get everything installed and see how it works. First off, this is this is completely normal, and this is compatible with the feeding tube from the MTW. This is compatible with the feeding tube for the MTW. I actually don't know if you can install this now. I don't think you can. While it's like this, can you? Probably, yes. Okay, it goes in. I don't dare to do it now, but you can see there's space for it, so yeah. Let's try to install it. This goes in here. You see in the top and the bottom. You see top goes in here. There's a little slit here. Slides in. This is very tight. It feels like, is there any movement? Zero movement. Is it a little bit ruggy? Yes, a little bit ruggy. But this is gonna be tight when it's gonna be completely tightened down with the barrel nut. Now, we need to check with the barrel nut. He has already applied tape on it. This is something he says in his guide video you should. There's 2 layers of tape on this. Let's apply it. I will obviously need spacers, but I just want to apply this first to see if it's good or not. This is good, not good. You're like, why is it not good? Well, maybe it could be good actually. Let's see if I can tighten it. I feel so bad tightening this with this actually. Like, this is nice looking stuff. Okay, one second. Usually I don't feel bad like scratching up stuff, but this guy puts a lot of effort into it, so I kind of feel a little bit bad. So you kind of need to line it up with your eyes. This actually might fit. No, it doesn't. This is not in the middle. You can see it's not in the middle. So we need to get spacers on it. Let's see here. Does it say anything on the packaging? No. Does it say anything on the packaging here? Let's just check, I guess. There's two things in this. He haven't shown those. I don't know what those are. There's two that I will show you. Let's see here. There's this. I actually don't know what that's for. I haven't seen that in any of his videos. There's spacers here. They're very thin. Let's see these spacers here. Are they the same? They look the same, actually. Let's take all of them out. I think that... Oh, there's some thick ones. Here there's a thick one. And I don't know if you can see. I hope you can. There's a thick one here and a thin one here. Let's try. He took a thick and a thin one in his. We take over the barrel here. I'm pretty sure that's what he did in his video. It fits very snug, very, very snug. Now we take it on. It's important that this side, the long side, goes in. There we go. It's in the middle. Now we need to take the rail over. So there's a barrel stabilizer here. He's already installed it. I can see there's a screw here. I don't know if it comes installed in US. The video is on YouTube. This stabilizer is not installed, but I guess he does that now instead. So now we can take this in here. And let's see if we get it through the barrel stabilizer. Yep. This fits very snug. Very snug. Okay. So since there's a barrel stabilizer, there's no... Bro, this is crazy. 1 second. This is actually crazy. You don't understand. You don't understand this. There's no way. Look at this. Let's see here. 406 grams. See, this here weighs more than this entire setup. How the fuck is that possible? I fucking love carbon fiber. Oh my god. And you can see here, you're supposed to look, does the holes line up here? Does the holes line up here? And if the hole lines up, then it's installed perfectly. I don't know how it looks from the angle. And then on top, obviously this is not screwed in yet properly. I don't know if you can install this without these spacers. I personally don't like this spacer. I don't think that looks good. So I will try. I actually think you can do it without. Let's do it with it. He intended it like this. Let's respect him. Let's respect his handiwork. But I will try one in each side and see if you can do it. Let's see here. This is obviously now, the rail is never gonna be moving around. I just screw in a little bit in each side and then we're gonna mega tighten it when it's fully down. I don't know how hard you can tighten something that's 3D printed. I have always been against using 3D printing from the very beginning of Airsoft. And I was helping Umbrella Armory build some stuff on the EMAC. And I said, who the fuck uses 3D print? You disgusting! I don't think you can do it without. Let's check here. Let's see if we can do it without. I prefer it without, I think. Okay, you cannot do it without. You need to do it with. This, I don't think it goes long enough down and I don't want to keep screwing because I can feel like it's touching something. Not good. Maybe if you get shorter screws than these, you can do it without this this thing. And on the other side I saw it, yeah, just install this now. I wonder if you wanted to use O-rings here actually to install so you don't break anything. I don't know if it matters or not. I cannot believe this whole setup weighs less. Like it literally weighs less than the barrel and rail setup from the other one. Like that is wild. Like that is crazy. I don't know if you want to use Loctite on this stuff. Like Loctite might be good, but Loctite on 3D print, I don't know how that works. If that's good or not. I've set it so I cannot over tighten, as you can hear. I don't want to break anything. Now we are gonna screw it in on top. I think the easiest way here is to screw this out here on top first. Now it doesn't get screwed out around in there. It's actually tight. Wait. Now we're gonna screw in the top screws here. It's almost perfect here on top, I think. It looks perfect. It looks like the same amount of rail It looks pretty good. Looks nice. There's no separation in between here. It lines up good. Let's see if I can put in my feeding tube though. So I have the first gen feeding tube. Boom! First gen feeding tube matches perfect. Let's try one of his suppressors. This is the different suppressors he has. Let's see here. I don't want to break something. Imagine if I break the suppressor when I screw it on in the video. Is this saying on my field, if it can last Kaslab's treatment, it will live through everything. I'm very interested to see when he made the internal fart flap, how well it fits and how well that suppresses the sound, because that must be a lot of, like, that must be really good. Oh, it is. There's absolutely no wiggle. I've seen 3D printed stuff before and there's wiggle. This is good. This is really good, no wiggle. This looks fantastic. Like, this looks really nice. Let's check this setup here. The entire setup, 512 grams. You guys remember a energy drink? 24. This energy drink weighs more than this. Like, imagine the energy drink weighs more than this. Like, how is that possible? That is crazy. Well, let's try with the compensator. Like, this compensator is gonna annoy people so much. This is crazy. Like what is this? Like, look. What is this? Holy shit. Okay. So I have to be honest in this video, I think this looks absolutely fucking ridiculous. But holy shit, this is funny. I'm sure this is crazy silent. I will show you in the end of the video. Let's put the whole gun together and see how it turns out. Okay, while building up my MTW here, with all the other stuff I need to get on, I found a thing. Like, this is pretty smart, but the hole is very tiny in this. So that means that my long outer barrel cannot get through. My normal suppressors doesn't have this, so I need to find a way to make this hole not as small. The hole here is massive, and it's not an issue. But in this, I need to find a way to make this hole smaller, because I'm using a long outer barrel. Maybe the hole fits now. Yes. Okay, so I just made the hole a little bit bigger here. It doesn't look too good, but I just scratched it open. I don't know if this does anything with the actual sound of the suppressor, so I'm just gonna say if the suppressor sounds different, don't do that. But I will talk to Bushmaster in the future. Say for future products, maybe print the hole a little bit bigger. But maybe it's to improve the sound, so it's less. I don't know, maybe a smaller hole does something. I have absolutely no idea. YouTube, this is Airsoft, not real guns. Just FYI, YouTube. I need to stand like this so I can screw it on properly. I can see my old barrel had a stabilizer on it. I'm actually gonna take this off and screw on this. Yeah, sorry, this looks a little bit scratched up, but we need to do this so the barrel is completely tight. And we take off this O-ring that is broken and old, and we add some of these new O-rings. Maybe I should paint this so it looks a little bit better. Now the suppressor is completely fine and it's not gonna screw on uneven. It was getting screwed on even before because the suppressor was being touched from the inside by the barrel. This weighs nothing. Let's see what it weighs now. I forgot to measure the entire gun before, but I'm sure we can find it on the website. 1,560 grams. 1,560 grams, which is absolutely nothing. But let's kit out the MTW. YouTube, this is fake, this is Airsoft. So this is how the Airsoft replica looks now. A carbon handguard, carbon inner barrel, carbon suppressor. This is crazy. This weighs nothing now compared to what it used to. I don't know how much grams I lost. I guess you guys can, you quick math motherfuckers can test it out, but look at this Airsoft replica. You cannot tell me this doesn't look sexy. Good job to Bushmaster, what he made so far. It looks really good. It's just, if this lasts the Kaslab test, if I haven't broken it when I go to a special event here, the 20th, then it's gonna work for everyone, because if I cannot break it, no one will probably break it. I have a bunch of suppressors I want to compare. A normal thing, this has plastic 3D printed baffles inside. This has foam, a little bit of foam. This is an SAS with my fart flap and SAS foam. This is his two suppressors. Both have internal fart flaps and a bunch of foam in it. People always say size doesn't matter. Let's prove if it does or not. YouTube, this is Airsoft. Airsoft. Small. Let's test with this one, the 3D printed baffles. This has my fart flap on. Very nice. This has my fart flap on it. Now let's take the small bushmaster. Let's take the big bushmaster, the big boys, the biggest of the boys. Huge. I think the last three ones kind of sound like the same. Go back in the video and check which one do you like the most. I like this one because of the look. I'm kind of heating up or warming up to the look of this. Let's hear how it sounds when I'm far away. Obviously, being inside without BBs is a massive difference than being outside and having BBs in it. But obviously, I cannot shoot inside. Kind of heating up or warming up to the look of this. Let's hear how it sounds when I'm far away. This is clearly the most silent one. Let's go in here. We're inside and no BBs. Let's try the SAS I made with a fart flap and the small one. Now we've tried the big one. The other ones are clearly not as silent. Now we have the Bushmaster small one. Let's try the SAS. SAS with fart flap. It's up to you. Which suppressor do you think is the most silent? Go back and forth. Write in the comments which one do you like the most. The SAS one or one of the Bushmasters. I have a clear favorite, but I'm not going to say anything. I will answer your comment with what I like the most. Okay, I haven't talked to you guys about prices or anything, but he has a website called bushmasterairsoft.com where you can go and look at all the things, and he ships pretty much everywhere. He shows what things cost. You can literally find everything that I'm using in this video, and as you can see, for example, our barrels are 60 euros. Let's see, what is a handguard? We choose a handguard 10-inch. I have 125 euros for a full carbon handguard. That is very hard to beat in price. And obviously, if you have the whole ecosystem, this is literally one of the best setups you can make. Like, it's very hard to compete. I would go as far and say there's not a lot of companies that would even be able to have a chance to compete with this. I'm not just saying this because I've done something with him, but like, it's generally really nice quality product. So go look at his website. As you can see right now on the screen, there's a link. I will also be putting it in the description. The first 25 people who use this link will get a special prize, but only the first 25 people. After that, the link is gone, so be fast. Also, I make absolutely no money with this link. It's just so he can see or track if people actually buy stuff because of the collabs. I actually told him that he should do that when he do collaborations with people. So if you're interested in what I used in the video, I showed in the video, use the link, and I hope you guys got something out of it. I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff. Actually, if you like it, leave a comment. And I know this is kind of shit. I don't do referral links. The only one I've ever done with is Skirm Shop. No one else I've ever done referral links with. But a way you could support me is boosting the algorithm with commenting, sharing, and liking. Or if you're an extreme super fan, you can sign up to the channel. You can pay an amount a month. Everything goes into the channel. I'm not trying to eat sushi every day. I also hate sushi, but like, or maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe the sushi donators don't want to donate now or become a part of the channel. But hey, I guess if you snooze, you lose. I don't know, is this too unserious? I don't know, I'm just really hyped. I really like this. This is really fucking cool. He deserves customers. He's a really cool guy. thank you for watching. This means the world to me that I get to do this cool shit. I was kind of nostalgic and kind of happy before I had to record this, because like I'm so happy that I get to do this cool stuff, and it's only because of you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to support this channel, that you support this channel, so I can actually do cool shit like this, because without you guys or girls or whatever you are, I wouldn't be able to do this cool shit. So I love you all, and yeah, peace.